everybody, and welcome to the Katie Weaver Show. This is Katie. I'm your host. I'm so happy to be here. I hope that you guys are well. Oh, if you are listening live, it is the 30th of August at about 11 a.m. Pacific time. If you're listening to an archive or a replay, I want to also welcome you to the show. I want to let you know I'm over in the chat room, and you can find that by heading over to 12radio.com. That's number one, number two, radio.com. And that's how you can find me chatting and others chatting there. So that's what's going on. My banner's at the top of the page. You'll see that for the Katie Weaver Show. And I've already posted a whole bunch of pictures in there of things I want to show you. I have to admit, today is kind of a big show and tell day. And that's why my lighting isn't so good in the video. I'm foregoing the ring light today so I can show you guys some stuff that the ring light kind of ruins. So we're just doing things a little bit different. And there's a few things that were just coming out of the press that I did want to show you. So I'm guessing that Scott's probably going to have to peek in here at some point and bring me a few things. We'll see. Maybe he will. So that's what's up. How's it going? I'm always curious to know what's your week like. How are you feeling? Well, last week, nearly every day when I pulled cards for the Daily Dish, I was getting cards like victory and success and positive movement forward and stuff for days, which I thought was pretty cool. And then today we kind of hit a different spot that the cards were about grief and sadness and uh, dealing with some of those things. So maybe we've been on a bit of a high for a minute and we're going to come down from it. We'll see. But wanted to let you guys know that Christy is doing well. A lot of you have asked. She did have her hysterectomy last Thursday for uterine cancer, and the surgery went great. She came home on Friday. I was just there last night bringing her a blizzard, and she looks good. She's feeling good. She's just stepping herself down off of the narcotic at this point and feeling good. So, all good news. And then the pathology came back yesterday clean. So, there was cancer in the uterus, but it was contained. It didn't spread, it didn't get any further. So, it was very early. She caught it quick and they got that sucker out of there. So, all is well. Very good news. So, I'm hoping she'll be back with True Crime Paranormal shortly. It's a lonely place over there without her. I will tell you that. Well, I kind of thought he might come in here with some cups. Let me accept those. I'm sorry to tell you guys that are in the Facebook chat. Some of the things I'm going to show you, I don't have pictures of because they're just coming in. So I apologize for that. However, if you want to come into the live stream, you can do that on YouTube or on Facebook. Two more? Okay. On YouTube or on Facebook, you can do that over at Katie Weaver or Katie Weaver Domestic Mystic in either place. So, do you want some show and tell? There's another witches market on Thursday. I sat out of the witches market in August and the psychic fair in August because it's just too hot. I just can't do it. I cannot. But now I can. So we have been working really hard to be ready for the fair. So there were some things I wanted to show you. I have been making tumblers like a fool. Scott has too. We have worked so hard. So I wanted to show you some tumblers. So I'll show you the ones first that I don't have pictures of so that you guys that are in the Facebook chat, I'm sorry. This is an onk. Most of these are 20-ounce cups. I think I only have one in here that's a 30-ounce. Most of them are 20s. This is a Hocus Pocus cup. It is a 30, I think. Oh, no, maybe it's a 20. Oh, it is. Okay, but here's what's really cool about this one. Besides the fact that it's Hocus Pocus, and it says on the back, it's been 300 years right down to the day. Now the witch is back and there's hell to pay. Love it. I love this. Here's the really cool thing about this one. It glows in the dark. So when the lights are out and it glows, everything that's white will glow. So all of that lightning around the witches, all of the like the starry stuff and the words all glow blue, and they are really freaking cool. And I'm going to show you some pictures of some of the other cups glowing, but these are two that just came out of the press. So, okay. Also need to say, none of this is on Etsy. Some of it will make it there after the fair, hopefully. I know I'm terrible about Etsy. But if you ever see anything that I'm making that you want, just send me a message and you can buy it from me over Facebook. So, I'm happy to do that. All right. This is a Nightmare Before Christmas cup. It also is a glow in the dark. It glows green. So the words, the moon, Jack Skellington, his girl, some of the other little ghosties and people, they will all glow in the dark. So I love this. Do you know what a cult following The Nightmare Before Christmas has? It's huge. People love The Nightmare Before Christmas, like, love it. Okay. And this one, this is a map of Middle Earth. If you know, you know, right? This is a Tolkien map from The Lord of the Rings. All right. What? I'm not going to like them?
No, they're super hot still.
Oh, okay.
Pick them up
I'll
last.
do those last. Okay. All right.
Those are my favorite.
So those are the ones that have not, that weren't photographed. But now I'll get to the ones that are. So this is just a little water bottle that, with a witchy theme, with the skeletons, and of course the star and all that stuff. I like these little water bottles. A lot of these are more tumblers that are you can use as cups or as coffee mugs, but all right, so I'm going to show you a whole series. Well, actually, let's do this first. These are more of the glow in the darks. So this one glows blue. So all of that stuff glows blue. So I put pictures of the glow in the darks in the chat room, but I'm going to put them up on the screen too. So that's this one. So that's what it looks like at night. It's really hard to get decent pictures of that, so please excuse the blur, but that's what it looks like. And that's more of it. Okay, so this one, this is another glow in the dark. Oh, that's one side of it, and here's the front of it with the full moon. Now I'll show you what it actually looks like. Okay. Isn't it cute? And here's your full moon. It's such a pretty cup even when it's not lit up. But at night when this glows, it is magic. Okay, and one more glow in the dark. Two more glow in the darks. Scott ordered a bunch of glow in the dark tumblers. I'd never bought them before. I didn't think I wanted them. And now I'm so blown away, I can't even stand it. So this is a design by me. This is an AI design that I developed last week. You can see it is a goddess in an old, like an ancient altar room. So everything, the lights shining down from above, these like this, they glow. It glows red, and then all of the smoke and everything in there glows. It is really cool. I really love this design by herself, but the glowing feature of her is just amazing. It's kind of hard to tell, like I said in the pictures. The pictures just cannot do the glow justice, but how cool is that? All right. And then the last one is another favorite for me. This is from Hocus Pocus. Yeah, I don't have any room for him. Can you stand there with him for a minute? This is from Hocus Pocus, loosely, of course. This is the Sanderson Sisters Brewing Company from Salem, Mass, and it glows red. Yeah, beautiful. All right, a couple of bigger thermoses that I'm helping Scott make for one of his projects. Uh, this is, look at the elk. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the way this one turned out. Kind of a sucker for sepia, honestly. And then This is the Grand Tetons. This is very near where I was born. This is a big old barn at the base of the Tetons that's an icon. It's been there for, God, probably 100 years. Okay, are you cupped out yet? I hope not, because I'm nowhere near done, to be honest. All right, so this is another glow in the dark. It's a skull with flowers, and this one glows. I think this one glows red. It does. This one glows red. And then not a glow in the dark, but another cult favorite, Practical Magic. If you're a Practical Magic fan, a lot of you guys will claim that as one of your favorite movies. It is amazing. So a little Practical Magic cup. Okay. The rest of the cups I'm going to show you are from my own designs. They are the designs that I have been working on developing on AI, as well as with altering with Photoshop and other programs as well. So I've been way down the rabbit hole on this recently, and I have a whole bunch of designs that I'm really excited about. So I'm going to share those with you. Excited about them enough that I pressed them on cups, so I hope people like them. I thought they were amazing. So this one is, you know, a priestess with all the swirling mist and smoke and clouds. I just think she's gorgeous. Yeah. Wow. Even with eliminating the ring light, I'm still getting a little bit of glare. Oh, that's better. There we go. That's better. You got to tip it. So there's that one. And then, oh, we already did her. This is what was on the cover of Luminous last week. This is a gathering of healers. Yeah, I love this one. The gathering of women in the forest. That seems just right, doesn't it? Okay. This is a priestess at Stonehenge. Again, I love her. It's the same one. Okay. A couple of dragons. I know a lot of you guys have dragon guides. So I had to go with a couple of dragons for that reason. This one I love. Okay. Almost done with cups, I promise. These are crystal tarot cards. The crystals, I think that the computer generated the coolest crystals and the coolest look with these. I'm in love. Yeah. Lynn, you can always buy my stuff. Just send me a message. If there's something you want, I will sell it to you and send it to you. No problem. And then this one is another altar. Can you tell I've been feeling like real witchy? Most of the art coming out of me these days is really witches in the woods kinds of stuff. That's all I really want. So probably no big surprise. One more. This is also a gathering of women or a gathering of priestesses in the woods. This is one of my favorites. It's just so freaking cool. Yeah. Love. Okay. One more cup and I'm done with cups, believe it or not. I mean, come on, man. All right. One more. It's a little water bottle. and it's a VW bus. Isn't it cute? You can see through it through the back window. I love this. And here's the back of it, where you can also see through the front window. If I could drive anything, I would drive a VW bus. I love them so much. All right. So that's that. I still have a few more things to show you, but that's it on cups. I know, seriously. But we still have two more fairs and I think we're going to do another one at a different store. So I'm making a lot to be ready. So I made these really fun little car air fresheners. So I put crystals in all of them. It's kind of hard to see that, but there's crystals in the bottles. And then I designed three different scents for them. So one of them is Calm AF, you know, for people who aren't in the car, for your road ragers. And then Happy AF, if you just need to feel good. Happy AF has bergamot, lemongrass, and lime. Calm AF has lavender, frankincense, and lemon. And then Grounded AF, for those of you that are so distracted you can barely drive your cars. Yeah. And it has frankincense, sandalwood, and rose in it. And it smells amazing. So, what you do is you put your oil in your bottle, and then you hang it in the car, and the heat kind of draws the oils up and they absorb up into the cap and it diffuses into your car. So, that's how it works. Kind of fun. I love these. All right. Last thing to show you today, I've been developing this line of goddesses that I put them on prayer candles for now, but I also have them printed and ready to put on magnets. I just haven't gotten that done quite yet, but I think they turned out beautifully. So this is Goddess Gaia. I don't know if maybe if I tip her a little bit, that's better. Sometimes the glare is just frustrating. All right. And Goddess Freya. Freya as a wise one with her beautiful silver hair. Okay, and then Goddess Hathor, looking particularly regal and badass. And Goddess Rhiannon. And lastly, Brigitte with her beautiful red hair. And there you go. That is it. The bottle's glassed. That is it for show and tell. I know, sorry. That was a really long one. You can see I've been working really hard. I have a lot of stuff piling up. So I hope it sells at this fair because honestly, like, where am I putting all this stuff? I don't really know. Right now, everywhere. I'm really glad none of my kids are here right now because the judgment, whew, it would be swift. But yeah, the car freshener bottles are glass. Okay, so that's that. Oh my goodness, you guys. That's a lot. All right, well, let's keep moving. Just want to take a quick look into the chat room. Say hi to everybody. Yes. Okay. So I already sent you guys a link to Luminous, but let's go through it. Also, you guys, you know how last month I ended up with moose in my yard? Well, a couple of days ago, we ended up with a fawn in our yard, a baby. with spots and everything. Actually, there were 2. I only had a I only got a video of one of them because, it happened kind of fast. But what is going on? I mean, I kind of feel like, I Snow White? I almost said Cinderella. I knew that was wrong. I almost feel like Snow White with all of these, with these animals showing up in my yard. I don't know. I don't get it, but it's so cute. I should have brought the video to show you guys, but I forgot. So, anyway, yeah, figure that out. It just worries me because I live right against the highway, and it just scares me that they'll end up on the highway or that the reason they were here is because their mama got on the highway. I don't know. That makes me really nervous, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen here so we can take a look at Luminous. Maybe I am. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. We'll get there. I'm in creative brain, obviously. That's where like all my thoughts are. Okay. All righty. So here you go. Here's the cover this week. I designed this. It's just a village. I just think it's really, really pretty. Then I did call the magazine this week the Pace Yourself edition because I do feel like everybody's going to have a lot going on and needs to take moments to breathe, take a minute to, rest, feed yourself, stuff like that. I feel like the collective energy is really high. So it's tempting to just, do a million things. I might be talking to myself. I don't know. But you also have to practice some good self care. So pace yourself. Okay. I shared the trailer of a movie that I saw recently that I just want everyone in the world to see because I loved it so much. It was really nice to go to the movies. I had not been to a movie since COVID, and we went to the theater and, bought popcorn and put our feet up and, did the old going to the movie thing that I haven't done forever. And it was so much fun. The movie is where the crawdads sing. I loved it so much. There's a book as well. I haven't read the book, but my sisters, or well, Kara has, and she said she felt like the movie followed the book quite well and did a good job of doing justice to the book, which doesn't always happen. But I loved this so much, you guys. Okay, lots of meditations over at Planet Meditation. Now, a couple of things on Bitch Scopes. You'll notice there's a new button on there because Kelly has turned Bitch Scopes into a podcast as well. So if you would like to listen to her deliver Bitch Scopes, that's the place to do it. Honestly, that's going to be freaking awesome. Kelly is so funny and fun. So I'm excited for that. She's also been doing some of them on TikTok. So if you're a TikToker and you don't follow her on TikTok, that's a good way to do it. But let's take a look at a bitch scope while we're here. Let's see. Why don't we do Aries? Poor Aries always gets skipped because they're at the top and I just start scrolling through. So, Aries, it's you. Virgo rules your sixth house of work, routine, and habit. What is working for you and what isn't? What processes need to be refined or maybe even thrown out? For you, I pulled the Page of Pentacles and the Magician. Your willingness to learn gives you access to fast manifestation of what you want. Your natural enthusiasm for learning creates a vibe that allows things in, like the whole pizza, because you were hungry and you knew it would come. There could be a raise this month of your student loan. Oh, of your student loan may come through. You've trusted the process. Eat your pizza. There you go. I love that. So Lucky you, Aries. Sounds like good things coming. Be sure to read your scope, read your friend's scope, your boss's scope, your partner's scope, your dog's scope, anybody you're trying to understand. That's a good way to do it. Okay. My tip of the week is the autumn room spray. Now, am I getting a little ahead of myself? Yeah, for sure. I don't care. It's almost September and I'm all done with summer. I am moving into fall mode. I don't really care what the weather decides to do at this point. I'm doing it anyway. So let's take a look. In an 8-ounce spray bottle, combine 10 drops of orange essential oil, 5 drops each of cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove, a tablespoon of vodka or sea salt or witch hazel. Top off with warm water and shake well with each use. You have to do that because your oils will float on top. So you got to shake them in. And the alcohol, if you use it, or the salt will, it helps your water to not get yucky, but it also helps to emulsify your oils into the water. So that's how you do it. I'm ready for it. I am here for pumpkin spice all the time. I am that basic bitch. I'm okay with that. I know myself. All righty. And who said, Sid, was it you that said you like the Raven? Thank you. I love this one too. I have AI designed so many ravens, you guys. It's just crazy. It is crazy, but I love them. All right. Christy brings us Archangel Raphael, fittingly, for our energy exercise this week. Melissa brings us her postcard for the week. I am pretty powerful. I love this one because we're all pretty powerful and we don't give ourselves enough credit for who we are and what we can accomplish. So it's always a good reminder. All right, heart happenings from Ginger. She has got scopes for us as well. Let's see what she has to say. Well, how about Virgo since it is their birthday? The angels and guides show the possibility of a bit of a challenge ahead. However, they say that by staying focused on your goals and keeping a positive perspective, that victory awaits. We'll take it. All right. Always more crime over at the True Crime Squad. I and in fact, oh, I didn't manage to get these updated. Uh, my latest episode this week, Scott he guest starred. He co-hosted with me. So if you've been missing some Scott radio and you can handle true crime, come and watch that episode. That's the True Crime Squad, of course, on YouTube. Anita brings us Archangel Gabriel. Now, interestingly, I have to share this with you. I was trying to make a graphic for this article, and when I typed my prompts into AI, this is what I got: a woman. Now, it's been said that some people see Archangel Gabrielle as a female, or Gabriel as a female. And that's what AI came up with, a female. And I kept her. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And if that's Archangel Gabriel, I'm all about it. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Then, lastly, of course, Jamie Dawn has a brand new video for us as well about shifting sands, love, and more. So, there you have it. That is Luminous this week. So, I hope you found some gems in there. Ugh. Mary, we have had a little break in the heat. It's only been in the 80s during the day, high 40s at night. And tomorrow, starting tomorrow, all the way through the end of the week, we're under a heat advisory. So, damn it all. I'm very sick of it for sure. I can't take any more. Oh, I mean, I'm going to have to. Sometimes you just don't have a choice. I don't want to do anymore for sure. Yeah. All righty. Well, let's keep moving. We will have some time for some readings today, too. So if there's anything I can do for you, be sure to throw it up in the chat room. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I did come with a singing bowl. I just wondered if a good basic clearing would be good for all of us to just clear your aura, pardon me, let go of anything you're carrying that's no longer serving you, just reset. I thought that might be useful for us at this time. So I did bring a bowl so we can do that. So if you want to just relax, start breathing, and I'm going to start playing this bowl. So all you have to do is breathe with the bowl. We'll do two sets of this. The first one, all you have to do is relax, breathe with the bowl, and let the frequency of the bowl help you to just release anything you're carrying that's no longer serving you. Easy enough. Good. Okay. This time, while I play the bowl, I want you to imagine a bright light enveloping you and shining brightly from you. I'm not going to tell you what color that light should be. I think that we should just allow it to be whatever color it is. So I'll be interested to hear what your color turned out to be, but I'm not going to guide that part. I feel like this is good for spirit to just wrap you up with whatever light you need. Okay, good. That's just such a good way to let go of some of the garbage you might be packing around because, per normal, we're all flared up. I'm sick of saying it. You're sick of hearing it. We're all sick of feeling it, but we have not done a good job of shifting to a place of love, at least not yet. Though, God, I hope we're getting there. But man, I am tired of it. So, but again, we are. So, for the empaths, especially, doing clearing activities like that is just really helpful to get feeling more like yourself. So, so there you go. I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. I'm going to do our message from Kathleen Peterson now. It's bugging me that I get to the end of the show and run out of time, and then I feel like I'm racing through her message as fast as I can. And no, I don't like it. And I've been running over a tiny bit, and I really don't like that. So, because of all of those things, I'm going to do Kathleen's message now, and then we'll get into some readings and healings. So, this is Kathleen's book. We are here for you. These are her channeled messages from her archangels and other light beings that she worked with when she was on this plane, and I'm sure really works with now. So, let's take a look. So, the question is always, what do we need to know? And then I turn to a page. So this is from an ascended master called Melchizedek. I come today to speak of esoteric knowledge and healing. You all have the ability to know that which you are not sure how you know. There is much information that is hidden from the mass consciousness, but that is accessible by opening your connection to the divine. I come to tell you that it is time for you to study that which comes from within. When your hearts and minds are open, do not always look outside of yourselves for information and study. Now is the time to quiet your minds and allow information to come to you from the universal wisdom. You all have the ability to access this information. Call on me, and I can help you unlock the door to this information. This information is important to you and the earth plane at this time. Prepare yourselves to gain much by sitting and listening. There is much to be taught, but you must still your busy minds and listen to that which comes from your connection with the divine. These tools are given to assist you along your path. This information will benefit you during the shift and changes which are taking place in your world. Now is the time to awaken to this form of study and wisdom as it is needed now. Know that the information you receive is truth. You can tap into it when you are willing. Be willing now. Call on me to assist you in this venture. I can help quiet your mind and open your cells and your heart to the esoteric information which is not in any book, but only in the great wisdom of the all. Trust your knowing, and if you doubt, then ask that only information which is derived from the light be allowed to enter your being. I can help release doubts and fears about this, as well as help you look at what could be termed dark energies with understanding. Know that I will assist you only if you use this esoteric information in a positive way. Should you choose to use the information to do harm, you will not receive my help. Now is the time to take another step along the path. I tell you, there is much to learn and much to absorb, so open your hearts and still your minds and be prepared to learn. You are all very powerful, and this will assist you in using your power in the most effective manner. I thank you for listening and send you blessings, love, and divine magic. So, again, it is Melchizedek. So, thank you very much, Kathleen, for that message. Sounds like some good work for us for the fall, huh? Sid said the light color she saw around her was like the color of Kathleen's book. Love that. Hey, Anna. Hey, Jacqueline. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And I am ready to do some readings. So I'm going to jump into the other chat room real quick. Okay. Tiffany and Marlene both love the bowls. I know. Me too. And I don't know why sometimes I show up for the show without a bowl in front of me. I don't know. I feel like we should do bowls every week, but for some reason it doesn't always happen. But such is life, I guess. Okay. Ooh, Tiffany's boyfriend was just contacted by one of the jobs he applied to in Bend. Ooh, exciting. Holding space for that. Yes. Tiffany said, I would love a reading, a check in on how I am doing or anything I need to know right now. Lots going on. Yeah, let's take a look. The biggest message that comes through immediately, Tiffany, is a reminder that you have the time to do everything you need to do. I feel like you're feeling really rushed and yet rushed and then with nothing to do at the very moment, but knowing there's a lot coming. The message is that you have enough time to do everything you want to do and need to do, and that you don't have to stress yourself out too much. That would be when we might see a decline in your health, but you don't have to do that. I think that message from Luminous this week to pace yourself is essentially, for you. So don't jeopardize your health by pushing yourself too hard. You're going to be able to do everything you need to do. Okay, Norella fell at the end of June and fractured her shin. She said it's healing, but she's so impatient, so asking for healing on her right shin. Of course, Norella, you got it. All right, so just wrapping a lot of light. Pardon me. So I'm putting a lot of blue around that shin to cut the inflammation. So aquamarine is really good to take heat out. So I'm wrapping that in a big thick blanket of aquamarine to help take the heat and the inflammation out while you heal. A big reminder here for you too to be sure that you are getting the minerals that you need for your bone to heal. That you're making sure that you get plenty of electrolytes so that you have all of the building blocks that your body needs to help heal that bone. Okay. All right, Norella, that's done. And I will keep holding space with you that you heal up sooner than later and get feeling more like yourself. I know that's a frustrating feeling, especially to feel like you can't be getting up and doing the things that you want to do. I know that sucks. Okay. Hey, Gary. All right. Let's see. Let me go back in my chat just a little bit. I know I had. Oh, Jane is frantically packing. Oh, Jane, my goodness. It's going to feel so good for you to get back like home and settled for sure. Okay. Pamela, I wish you could make it to the Wishes Market too. That's why I show you everything on here. It's our virtual Wishes Fair. Okay. Okay. Lynn is searching for a job. Let's take a look. Lynn, I actually feel like you're going to have an offer by the end of September. I don't think you're far from it at all. I'm just going to put some really good light around you to help attract good people and good situations. That big tangerine light is so good for helping to really, attract the right thing. Because I know you're tired of kissing frogs here. It's time for something right to come in that you can really work at for a good long time. Low stress and quality people. Those are the things that are coming through. So we're asking for low stress and quality people. All right. Lots of light around you, Miss Lynn. I'm going to keep holding space with you that we see that job offer in no time. Okay. All right. Mary said, would appreciate an energy healing for my daughter Kelly. She has a 3-month-old and has a really bad case of mastitis. Oh, no. And is in so much pain. She just started antibiotics, so we're hoping for a quick recovery. I had that too, and it is painful. I hurt for her. I did too. It is painful. Yeah. Any healing energies would be appreciated. Yeah, most definitely, Mary. Darn it. Mastitis is awful. All right. I'm just going to wrap her up. So I'm going to call in the ethereal energy of Ruby. Ruby's really good for infection. And then, of course, of aquamarine to help with that heat because the heat is the worst. It's a pain like you just don't know until you've experienced it. Yeah. I do feel like the antibiotic's going to kick in a big hurry, though, and we're going to see this clear. I suspect that even by tomorrow, she feels huge relief. And by Thursday, we see a new girl here. But dang it, that sucks. Especially because that's for a 3-month old, that could be an interruption in nursing, which doesn't help her, but nursing is going to be really painful. Oh, it's a mixed bag. Well, putting a lot of light around her and around you and the baby, because I'm sure you're, you know, doing everything you can to help out here. Okay, Kylie would love a message from the very missed grandparents. Kylie, when I first saw this message, your grandma Terry came in so strong. So, and we all miss Terry around here, don't we? Dang it. So, let's see what she has to say. All right, she's on the nose today, Kylie. She said, "It's time and you know it." You might not think that you have my hand to hold to go through big changes, but you have it now more than ever. I can be everywhere with you now and offer all the support in the world. Me and Gramps. I don't know. Did you call him Gramps? She said me and Gramps are here to back you up in any way that you need. But I don't want to see you waste any more of your time doing the wrong thing. Whew. She's on the nose today. They love you so much, babe. Kylie, keep talking to her. Keep talking to her. She's right there. Sid said, maybe I can get those critters to help with the housework, right? Wouldn't that be neat? Deer and moose in the yard, and they don't come in here and do a damn thing. They didn't wash a single dish. Nope. Okay. Jacqueline said, I would love a reading and a clearing of my lungs. A recent CAT scan alerted me to issues in my lungs. They show up as mild, making changes to my diet and looking forward to a long life. Thank you. You bet, Jacqueline. Let's take a peek. Yep. Okay, Jacqueline. I'm just going to do a good clearing in those lungs as well. Yep. I feel like making changes, staying in close contact with your medical here is really important. Here's the warning, though. The warning is you can't get away with doing nothing. If you want to take a holistic route, that's fine, but you can't get away with doing nothing. So if you're making changes, great. That's fine, but you still have to stay in touch with your medical team and keep an eye on this. You can't ignore this away. But I don't mean for that to sound so daunting. If it did, I'm sorry. It's not intended to be. This is just something that has to be maintained. Yep, that we have to keep a peek on. Good. All right. Lots and lots of light and love around you, babe. And I'm sorry that that's coming up. That sucks, but you're okay. Hang in there. Okay. Anna said she thinks that reading was meant for her as well. Low stress and quality people. That's what everybody needs right now, you know? That's probably true. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, Kylie said she called him Papa sometimes. Oh, she called him that sometimes. Okay. Well, she's calling him that now. All right. I'm going to jump over into the other chat. Okay. Oh, Tiffany said, feeling overwhelmed with tasks and what to do first, and moving my mom into a new place. Most of my attention is going to her. I haven't even started my lung treatments yet. Yeah, got to do that, babe. I know you've been running hard. So it's definitely worth listening to, right? To just take a deep breath and take the break when you need it to take care of yourself. You got to do that for sure. Well, we still have a few more minutes in the chat if you guys would like a reading. Mary said, oh, she said, I think tomorrow she will be better. And knowing you have had this too and you get how painful it is, bad. What I didn't know is it makes the milk taste different. Oh, really? I didn't know that either, which explains why the baby's been so fussy and refusing to latch on. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Well, it's hard to latch on too because everything's so swollen and it's so hard. Hey, Chris. Is my lower back pain strictly physical or is there an energetic component to it? Yeah, let's take a look. So there is the physical component for sure, but there's also some worry and resentment that's built up on your back and throughout your solar plexus. So I'll go ahead and clear that. It's this black inky stuff. We just see it sometimes. A lot of times worry about finances will settle in your low back. And all that resentmenty stuff is probably work related. Some of that is from some, other people directing that kind of energy towards you. Some of it's yours, that's built up over time towards people around you. So, Chris, I'm just going to pull that all out of there. Yeah. So that'll take care of the energetic component, but there is a physical component that needs to be addressed as well with that lower back. And it needs to be because chronic pain is not in your wheelhouse. You don't need that. All right, good clearing there, clearing out that back. Let me get rid of that. All right, so let's just do a little healing there too. Good. Okay. Okay, that is done. Hey, Lillian. Yeah. Oh, Lynn said that work, she felt that work working through her as well. Oh, Jacqueline said, thank you. Definitely keeping in touch with medical providers, learning more as I go along. Very grateful to know about this now rather than later. Yeah, most definitely. And good job. Good job. That's what I like to hear. Sometimes in the new agey metaphysical world, we see people who get medical news and they don't really want to do a Western medicine treatment, which is your choice. I'm not going to say one way or another on that. That's always your own choice, right? But I've seen too many people go, well, I'm just not going to treat it. I'm just going to put my head down and not do anything. And that is the biggest mistake you can make. So that's all on that. So I'm glad you're getting treatment. I'm really glad you're getting treatment. So, okay. Denise said, family in town for mom's birthday. Anything I should know about all of this? Yeah, Denise, take breaks. Take breaks. You don't have to do everything for everybody, right? Only volunteer to do as much as you want to, and mom can handle herself. You don't have to spend every second involved in this, in them being here if you don't want to. I feel like you need breaks from all of that. So Have good boundaries around it. Like, it's gonna be fine, but I feel like you could knock yourself out if you choose to, so, choose not to. Oh, Tiffany, that's good advice. So, Tiffany has some advice for Jacqueline with the lung issue. She and Tiffany knows because she's had a lot of lung stuff. She said, "I wonder if she would benefit from getting a smear and culture on a sputum sample. They can find out a lot about lung tissue from that. Not a reading, just speaking from experience." That's good advice, Tiffany. Thank you for that. And thank you for sharing with her. Yeah. Okay, Anna. Anna said, "Sure, why not? I need clarity, peace, and resolution. Not sure where I'm heading or my direction." And Anna recently lost her mom. And so that's one of those things that throws you into, and some of you guys also in this chat, I know, have lost your moms not too long ago. So I know that you can be good support to each other. Uh, but that's one of those things that does throw you into a tailspin, and throws you into a place of not really knowing what's next. And I know you were here, you'd moved home to help take care of her. And now that she's gone, I am sure, babe, that that has put you in a place of caregiver. It's kind of a caregiver, not burnout, but when you've been a caregiver and the person you've been caregiving for is gone for a long time, you're not really sure what to do with yourself. It sucks. And so I feel like part of what you're going through is that. I also feel like you're not really sure if you want to live here anymore, but you're not really sure you want to go back to where you came from. Like to be closer to your kids, but which kids? And is it worth it? Yep, I feel all those things coming in, Anna. A lot. I suspect you will cool your jets and stay here for about 6 months and then decide where you're going to go from there. But I'm going to pull you a couple of cards through from now to the end of the year and just see what comes up. Lots of good time outside. You need lots of good grounding time, connection connection to the earth time. I feel like that's just so key for you right now. Okay. Jacqueline, essentially it is, yeah. It's not a culture of spit, it's a culture of what you cough up. That stuff. Yep. Okay. So the first card is the awareness card, Anna, which is really where you are right now, right? You're in a place of awareness that something needs to change, that you have been taking care of everybody else for a really long time, and you're finally open now to just do you. But now, what is that thing? So, that awareness card is basically the awareness in you that something needs to give. The second card is the hope card. I love this card. That there's a big indication there to not give up. Things are going to continue to get better. And then lastly, the suffering in silence card. So this is the warning, right? Don't suffer in silence. If there's things that are bothering you, talk about them. If you can't talk to the person that it pertains to, talk to somebody else. But no suffering in silence. We will not allow it. All right, guys, we did it. That is the end of the show. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I want to remind you that I'm a professional psychic advisor. You can find me over at 12listen.com every day. That's number one, number two, listen.com. So I would love to talk to you and help you out. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a wonderful week. You've been listening to the Katie Weaver Show here on 12 Radio, where we're changing the way you listen to the world.